All right, guys, welcome back. So now we need to finish the scene, right? We need to fill the scene up with rain, and there's all kinds of stuff going on here. So I'm just going to hit play so we can look at the scene and see what we're missing. We have fire. Okay, so we need rain. We need rain. It looks like there's some lightning back in there. Lightning equals thunder, right? So I have this heavy rain sample here, and I have a gentle rain sample. I'm going to take this heavy rain sample. I'm going to drag it in. I'm not sure if this is even going to work. And again, look, we've got this trim thing, right? We've got this extra sound. So you know how to do this already. I'm not going to show you how to do this again, but I will show you something. If you hold control and click on the region, the last thing you did in that area of your region, in the edit of your region, will show up in this section. So look, trim region to start, right? So you don't have to go back to trim and find the thing. You can just go there. So let's do that. There we go. It's completely gone, all of the silence. I'm just going to drag this back there. So now we have fireplace, heavy rain and thunder. Not sure if this heavy rain and thunder is going to work, because I just pulled samples real quick. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to follow suit with the fireplace. If you did this the way I did it, then just keep following along. If you did this differently, be creative. But you're learning how to do this, okay? So T and then A, and I'm just going to bring up my fade tool again. And I'm just going to go to measure 5, just like I did before. And I'm going to make that slow fade again. Now, this is going to be really loud, this rain. So grab your volume. And let's bring this down to, say, let's start at -7. Let's just see what happens. So let's hit play. Damn, that sounds good. Yeah, I really like that. But you see how, like, when the lines go up, it just, anyway, you get it right. Let's see, though. So the gentle rain, I put it in there because I knew that I was going to need like something to layer. Okay. So you can have, that you can have multiple samples and you can layer them. So I'm going to take this gentle rain. Actually, I'm going to drop this in. Does this have any blank space? It's not a really loud file, right? So what I'm going to do is, just to be safe, I'm going to hit control on this region. I'm going to go to trim, and let's see what this does. Okay. So there was some silence. Let's drag this back, of course, to where everything else was. And let's lock that in. Same thing. I'm going to go to my fade tool, measure 5, measure 5. And I'm actually going to go a little further than that. Just as because again, this is just texture. This is layer, and I'm going to slow this down. This doesn't look very loud. So we're going to bring this up to, say, +3.4. And let's hit play. So this light or gentle rain is just going to fill in. Man, look at that difference. Let's mute the gentle rain. Let's bring it back. I feel like that kind of fills the scene out. I paid a lot of money for these movie samples years and years ago, and they're paying off right now. And you're going to get all of them for free. So anyway, okay, now there are some issues though. I think maybe I want to add, I might want to add a couple more thunder sound effects. Maybe not. There's a folder with a bunch more in it. And you can look through those. For the sake of the tutorial though, I think we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my movie scene. I am going to make Logic full screen. I'm going to get rid of my sound effects because I'm good for now. Now, what I want you to do is pause this for a second, right? Go back and listen, but listen to the mix and the frequencies. And then we're going to talk about that because there's some issues, and I just want to know what you think and whether you can identify the issues that I'm hearing. So go ahead and pause this, hit play, and then come on back. All right, welcome back, guys. So did you figure out what the issue was sonically? No? Frequency-wise? Anything like that? It's a little muddy. There's a little too much mid to low end rumbly kind of things, and we need to fix those things, right? So what we're going to do is going to go to the fireplace. I'm going to solo the fireplace, and I'm going to hit play for a second. So you see, there's just kind of like a low mid thing going on there that we need to get rid of because there's a lot of that going on. So let's pull up an EQ, and which frequency do we need to deal with again? We said what? Low mids, right? So we're going to start with, let's go 100 hertz. Let's start there. I'm going to hit play and I'm going to start bringing down 100 hertz. Let's see. I'm going to start by minus 3 dB. It's still there, but it's not as prominent. Actually, here's an idea. Let's take this out of zero. Let's zero this out. Let's open up the high pass filter. Okay. And let's roll off, or let's filter out 125 dB. And then go down to this middle. I'm sorry, 125 hertz, and then go down here and cut this down by 18 dB. So if you click on the middle, you go up and down, you'll see 18. So we want 125 hertz, 18 dB. And now let's listen to that. See that? Some of that rumble is gone, right? So let's listen to it again, and I'm going to turn the EQ on and off so you can hear the difference. Off. On. You hear those mid to low frequencies? So we just fixed that problem. Now we need to go to the next track, which is going to be the heavy rain. Let's unsolo fireplace. Let's go to heavy rain. Let's solo that. And let's do the same thing, actually. Actually, I'm going to go back to fireplace. I'm going to open up that EQ. And I am going to hit copy. Right? So now that I've hit copy, I'm going to go down here to heavy rain. And I'm going to open up the EQ on that channel, and I'm going to hit paste. And look, we just did the same thing to that channel. So let's hit play on this one. Off. On. See that same thing? We just cleaned up some of that mud that was in there. Let's do the same thing here with why does that say good night? It's supposed to be gentle. Come on, Mr. Gentle Rain. There we go. All right, my bad. So let's hit play on this final one, the gentle rain, and let's see if there's any mud or anything in there we need to clean up. Let's add an EQ. Okay. Hit paste. So we're copying the same thing, except this time let's cut it down from, let's say, 80 hertz. 80 hertz. And let's go to the mud, which, you know, mud is between 250 and 500 hertz. You should know this. And let's just go to, say, 452 hertz. And I'm just going to cut this by 4 dB. Let's hit play again one more time. On. Off. See how we just cleaned that up a little bit? Go ahead and clean up all this. Pause, clean up your stuff the way you want to. I'm just giving you ideas, and I'm just teaching you how to do that, and then come right on back. All right, guys, welcome back. So hopefully by now you should have cleaned that up. If you did it if you like the way I did it, then obviously you kept it that way. But hopefully you went back and added your own flavor to it, right? So I'm going to listen back to mine. Let's listen back to mine real quick. Sonically, that just feels right. Now it's just a matter of mix, right? So I'm going to pull up my mixer. I think I'm going to bring that gentle rain down to, say, minus 3.2. I'm going to bring my heavy rain down to minus 8 dB. And the fireplace, yeah, I think you could use maybe just a minus 3.2. Let's see what happens there. Now, if you look at your scene, right, and you hit play, we could add some thunder strikes to go along with the lightning, that kind of thing. But remember, lightning hits and then you hear the thunder, right? So when you look at your scene, this should match up. It should match up. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go down to my playhead, and I'm going to drag it to where it ends. See that? So what you're going to do now is take your playhead, drag closely until the flame scene ends. So right there. I'm not going to show you where that's at in the ruler because I want you to make a precise cut. Once you've done that, T then A for scissors, and then we're just going to cut it right here where the playhead is. I'm going to go back to my pointer, highlight, delete. And there we go. We just filled out a scene just using 3 sound effects. That's it. And we could layer it and add little things like little raindrops here and there, random raindrops and all that. But this is just an introduction. That's a little more advanced attention to detail, and we're going to get there. But for right now, make sure that your flame scene is set up, and let's get ready for the next video. Thanks, guys.